Hi, my name is Ilma and welcome to my channel. I have been posting Christian blogs 14 straight years every day. Today I'd like to share Romans 8 verses 12 to 21. Here's the word of God. So then, brothers, we are debtors, not to the flesh, to live according to the flesh. For if you live according to the flesh, you will die. But if the Spirit you put to death the deeds of the body, you will live. For all who are led by the Spirit of God are sons of God. For you did not receive the spirit of slavery to fall back into fear, but you have received the spirit of adoption as sons, by whom we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit Himself bears witness with our spirit that we are children of God, and if children, then heirs, heirs of God and fellow heirs with Christ, provided we suffer with Him in order that we may also be glorified with Him. For I consider that the suffering of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us. For the creation waits with eager longing for the revealing of the sons of God. For the creation was subjected to futility, not willingly, but because of Him who subjected it, in hope that the creation itself will be set free from its bondage to corruption and obtain the freedom of the glory of the children of God. Romans 8:12 to 21. Here's my poem. Live by the Spirit to have self-control. If you follow your own will, you will be living according to the flesh. There is a consequence if you cater and live to pleasure yourself. You will be facing conflicts and get angry when others don't give in. Each time the flesh doesn't get its way, it will plot and scheme to sin. If you live by the Spirit of God, you will find peace and be self-controlled. You will not be bothered when others shine because you feel so secure. It is God who brings life to those who follow the lead of His Spirit. It is the devil who steals, kills, and destroys and leads you to death. Here's my commentary. Someone gives us a clear picture of the two opposing kingdoms here on earth, one that belongs to the righteous and the other that belongs to the wicked. Notice that Paul talks about two choices we have in living our lives: walking in the flesh or walking in the Spirit. One leads to life and the other leads to death. We can say that the blessed that David was referring to in someone are those who walk in the Spirit. They do not walk in the counsel of the wicked, nor stand in the way of sinners, nor sit in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and meditates on it day and night. The blessed ones are those walking in the Spirit, are like trees planted by streams of water, which yields fruits in its season, and their leaves does not wither. They prosper in all that they do. The second group of people are those who walk in the flesh and are likened in someone to chaff that the wind drives away. They don't stand in judgment, nor sinners in the midst of the righteous. The wicked will perish, just like how Paul describes in this account that they will die. Paul reminds the Christians that since they are now adopted in the family of God, they no longer have to live for the flesh, but to follow the lead of the Spirit, which brings life. Only by choosing to walk with God's Spirit can we enjoy the fruit of a self-controlled life. Otherwise, we will always cater to the flesh. Reflection. What does a self-controlled life look like as compared to a hedonistic life? Well, a hedonistic life is a materialistic life. So their lives, the people who are hedonistic have lives that always want to accumulate things they love, accumulate for the sake of accumulation, so that they could show off that they are that they are in that they are that people can look up to them. So it's more about I, me, myself focused way of life. Now, the self-controlled life looks like some people who are other-centered. They care for others. They are aware of the needs of others, and they do their best to cater to other people's needs and growth. So it's important for us to recognize what a self-controlled life. A self-controlled life is not the same as being a controlling person, because a controlling person wants to direct and dictate all the things that he wants to happen, and that is not a self-controlled life. That is a very narcissistic and aggressive life. So it's important for us to recognize what is important to us. Is it the Spirit's leading that is important to us, or is it our own will and pleasures that is important to us? Because when we follow our flesh, we will always be dysregulated. We will have a nervous system that always wants to fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. Whereas if you have a life that walking in the Spirit, you will always have peace and joy and contentment. Thanks for watching. I hope you check my website at ILMA'S.com for artworks, photographs, and a copy of this blog. Please subscribe to my channel on YouTube so I can make more videos and give you the Word of God. And if you haven't already, check over 4,000 videos I've done over the years I've been doing this daily. Just type on YouTube or Google search ILMA'S Poem Devotional. You have a wonderful day.